Let's learn 9 things women should never do for a man.
Care about as a way.
Why is it doing this? Why is it starting in the middle of the freaking video?
All right, ladies, so today let's discuss 9 things that a woman should never do for a man.
Okay.
You see, every month I get to coach some of you about dating, relationships, and self-love, and I always notice certain things that you do, okay, for someone that you care about as a way to prove your love to him. But quite often, what you end up doing is pushing him away, being taken.
Okay, I'm ready. Being taken for granted is the first thing.
For granted and destroying the attraction between you two. My name is Ismael Gomez. I'm a coach, writer, and speaker. And ladies, I want you to stop everything that you're doing right now, okay? No multitasking, no checking your phone. Give me your full attention because
Bro, I feel attacked. How did he know I was just checking my phone? What the hell? What did I just click? Okay.
I will give you some invaluable lessons that can change your love life completely. If you want to become a woman who attracts rather than chases, you need to recognize these behaviors that make men lose respect for you because.
Okay. Anyone who calls themselves a coach is immediately suspect in my eyes. Honestly, same. Same.
Always remember, the moment a man loses respect for you, he won't love you the same way. Okay? I'm excited for this, so let's begin.
Finally.
Number 1, don't become the female version of him. I've seen so many women do this, even some of them that I've dated in the past. After a few months of knowing me, suddenly my favorite movies became her favorite movies. You know, she became a soccer fan like me. She started.
What, but why wouldn't you be, why wouldn't you, so you don't want to you don't want your, girlfriend to take interest in the things that you enjoy? And, like, if you're a fan of soccer, you don't want her to also, like, be like, oh, hey, I like soccer now that you introduced me to it. Let's watch it together because, it's another thing that we can do. What? My brain does not compute. I don't understand.
Started eating the same foods that I ate, and then when the relationship ended, I saw the same girl with another guy, and now she was the biggest basketball fan because that's the sport that he liked, and also she was always watching the shows that he enjoyed. And
okay, so, like, unless he's talking about women who just kind of, like, fake it, that I could see. I've only had a few girlfriends, and they've literally never done this. They took interest in what I liked, but it didn't become their thing. Yeah. And especially because, like, you might be introducing your girlfriend to whatever movies that they've never seen. So now it's like, oh, wow. Yeah. Put that on my list of favorite movies too, because I liked it just as much. Not because you liked it, not because it's your favorite movie, but, I just liked it that much. What? I don't need another enemy. One is enough. Oh my gosh. I could see if he's talking about, I think he's talking about women who kind of just fake it. Because, I could see that being annoying. It's like, you're not really interested in the stuff that I like. You're just, like, faking it.
And this is part of a people-pleasing personality, okay? Some of you.
Not people-pleasing. No. Oh my god. Fluffles being a people-pleaser is the worst. I do not recommend it.
Just become a sponge and you want to force compatibility because you think that, that's the most effective way to build a wholesome relationship. And even if you get to enjoy things that he likes, don't give up on what makes you unique because being yourself is the only way that you can be irreplaceable.
Hell yeah.
Number 2, don't hide your intellect. If a man ever feels threatened by your intelligence, ladies, that's a major sign of insecurity on his part.
Oh my god. Yeah. Fudge him then. What the hell?
Dumbing yourself down for a partner is a recipe for resentment, okay? Where you feel like you're settling for someone who doesn't stimulate you intellectually. And let me give you an example. Last week, I was having this coaching session with a woman, and she was around my age, mid-30s. So
Okay.
she asked me a question, and I gave her a simple response, like 2 or 3 sentences. But I could totally see, the hesitation in her eyes that she wanted to say something. So I asked, hey, is there anything that you want to tell me? Don't hold back. And then she went on for 3 whole minutes breaking down why she didn't agree with the advice that I gave her.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's not wrong here. Freaking don't sit there and dumb yourself down. No way. You want someone who you can be engaged with, have conversations with, and they're not gonna be like, oh my God, she's like smarter than me. Ew.
You know what? It was actually a pretty brilliant response. And the point is that she was downplaying her intellect. So I was giving her simple responses. But once that I saw her true capabilities, we started engaging in a much deeper and more meaningful way.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 3, don't
Oh
become
my God.
mom 2.0. I know that a lot of you know this one, right? Playing mother to your partner can completely drain your energy.
Okay, I need to know what he says. Obviously, he's gonna go into constantly cleaning up after him, watching over his finances. Like, I always feel like the becoming a mom thing is always such a touchy subject because I'm like, well, define being their mom, quote unquote. Because I feel like there's a fine line between just loving and caring about someone versus quote unquote being a mom. I don't know. Like cleaning up after someone. It's not really being a mom unless you're obnoxiously doing it all the time and just, you don't ever tell him like, bro, pick up your damn boxers off the floor and put them in the laundry bin.
Constantly cleaning up after him, watching over his finances, pushing him to pursue his goals. A grown man should be capable.
What's wrong with pushing him to pursue his goals? What? Like with Jello's shoes. Jello, move your shoes. You won't be happy until you come and I'm on the floor dead because I tripped over them. I don't understand him saying this. Pushing him to pursue his goals. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to push each other to achieve each other's goals and to be the best version of yourselves that you can possibly be. Yeah, it's just supporting your partner. What the hell?
Pursue his goals. A grown man should be capable of taking care of himself. Taking on the mother role can create an unhealthy dynamic where your partner becomes overly demanding and you feel undervalued. However, let me say that this doesn't mean, ladies, that you never do anything nice for him, like cooking him dinner or doing some other household tasks, because I know that some of you take this to the extreme, right? And you refuse to do any thoughtful gestures for him.
So, yeah, I don't know. He didn't go into enough detail here because that stuff doesn't really feel being a mom to me. Self-doubt and anxiety totally isn't a thing. He definitely didn't go into enough detail here because none of that to me sounds like you're being a mom. That's why I say, what is being a mom? I hate when anyone says that. Well, you're being his mother. Well, I don't know. No, I'm not. I love him, so yeah, sometimes I clean up after him or I make his lunch for work or whatever. I drive him to work. I pick him up because they're scared to drive or something. Whatever. Why is that being a mom? I don't get it. I also seen um oh, I remember seeing a TikTok too where they were like it was a woman who went to her husband's doctor's appointment. And I mean, who gives a shit anyways? Why do I care? Who's going to whose doctor's appointments? None of my business. But like, I don't see anything wrong with that either. Some people are scared when they go to the doctor. Maybe you just want to make sure they're getting all the right information they need or whatever. I like when Jello comes to my doctor's appointments with me cuz I get nervous. And I mean, I just also don't want to be waiting in the doctor's office alone in silence. So yeah, I don't know.
Fearing that you'll be taken advantage of. It's all about finding a healthy balance, where both of you contribute and you feel appreciated. Number 4, don't put your dreams on hold. Compromise is king in a relationship, right? But there's a difference between compromise and sacrifice. You shouldn't have to completely give up on your personal goals and aspirations just to be with someone.
If I was married, I'd want my wife there so she doesn't miss something serious. Yeah, exactly. Like, it depends. I mean, I do go to most of Jello's doctor's appointments, and he comes to mine when he can. But yeah, I mean, it depends on what it is. If I know he's going to the doctor for something that we both would want to know, I might as well just go anyways. But there are some that I haven't gone to because I'm like, whatever, you're just getting this form filled out or something. So, no, it doesn't really seem that big of a deal to me.
And I see this problem a lot, especially young women. You put your personal goals on hold to support your partner's dreams, and then you even relocate to another country because he's going to get a job that only benefits him. The right man will be your biggest cheerleader, not an obstacle to your success.
Yeah. True. I do agree with that. Neither of you should give up your dreams. If your dreams change, that's different. Personal choice. If you don't want to pursue your dreams anymore and you just want to help your partner achieve them, that's fine too, as long as you're happy. Most important, as long as you're happy. That's all that matters. Do not let your dreams be dreams. Just do it. Just do it.
Number 5, stop avoiding conflict.
My God,
Here's a
yeah.
quote that I love that embodies this point. If you hide your pain from your partner, you may have peace in the relationship, but you'll create a war in your mind. I see so many of you afraid to disagree with your partner because you worry that it will lead to a fight and then him leaving. And here's the thing, healthy couples disagree sometimes, okay? Like, the important thing is to be able to express your opinions respectfully. A healthy partner would value your voice and want to hear what you have to say, even if you don't always see eye to eye.
Yeah, this is true, literally what my psychiatrist was saying. Yeah. I always feel a certain amount of concern when I hear a couple be like, "Oh yeah, we never get into fights." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So you're just waiting and it's going to explode one day. What you're telling me is we never get into fights because you probably are burying feelings, exactly, Shadow, bottling things up, and one day it's gonna go boom. And then you're gonna have the fight of your entire relationship. Same slasher, same. I don't like conflict, because I am a people pleaser. I am a people pleaser to the point where I will stress myself out to please someone else. And this year I have worked on that a lot. But yeah, I don't like conflict. Um Going back to what he was saying here, um it's funny because there's a healthy way of having conflicts, and that's also another thing Jello and I have been learning this year, is that you need to learn healthy ways of approaching a conflict. You might have to, if you get angry at each other, you might have to step away for whatever, a few minutes, kind of gather your thoughts, calm down, and think about what you want to say and all that fun stuff. It's a very interesting thing to try and navigate. I always try to play neutral even when giving my opinion. Yeah. Yep. You want to try and avoid putting blame on either side, unless it's like very, very obvious. Yeah. But yeah, I always, whenever a couple's like, oh yeah, I never fight, I'm like, okay. I'll come back in a few months and we'll see. Respond, never react. Leave the emotions out so your response will not make things worse. If you respond with emotions, it is a reaction and it usually becomes worse. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, there was something someone said, but I can never remember it. Where you have to kind of just understand each other's feelings and not kind of try and, you don't want to like invalidate them and all that stuff. All that fun stuff.
Nevertheless, if your partner is the type that breaks things down, starts yelling at you when there's conflict, that is not okay, ladies, all right? Don't put up with a fucking shitty behavior. I'm sorry for my French, but it really gets to me, all right? So let's keep moving on. Number 6, don't fully rely on him financially. Financial independence isn't just about having a lot of money. Beautiful, okay? It's about having control over your own life and feeling secure. Relying solely on a man for financial support can create a power imbalance in the relationship. And
yeah. Because if anything happens, you're going to be up shit creek.
a lot of men will do this in a sneaky way. I've seen it over and over again. They will tell you, oh, you don't have to work, babe.
Oh, God.
You know, I'll take care of you. Why do you want to start a business? Just come work for me. You know, I'll teach you some stuff. And later, once your whole schedule revolves around him and you're accustomed to a lifestyle that he provided, he may start using finances as a weapon to control you. Number 7, don't excuse his behavior. For this one, I'm just gonna show you a reel that I made on Instagram that illustrates this point.
Ooh.
Have you ever loved a man so much that you tried to excuse his behavior while he was hurting you? Oh no, that's the way he is. He's not a liar. He was just afraid to tell me the truth. And you see, this only happens when you value someone's love more than your self-love. You more
No. Nope. If they love you, they're gonna tell you the truth, even if it hurts. Because that's the only way you can solve it.
Concerned about losing him than losing yourself. Number 8, don't isolate yourself. I saw this pattern in one of my sisters. Like, every time that she was dating a new guy, she would just stop reaching out, stop hanging out with the family until she learned her lesson. And you see, this is part of practicing detachment, where your life doesn't completely revolve around this person.
Yeah, I could agree with this too. Not always. Like, if someone loves you, they're gonna tell you the truth. Maybe not the full out blatant, brutal truth, but they will find a way to gently tell you the truth. But yeah, I do agree with this. You don't want to isolate yourself from all your friends. Pretty common. Freaking someone gets like a boyfriend or whatever, and then all of a sudden their friends don't like see them anymore, their family never sees them anymore, and they completely like just isolate themselves. And no, you need to still have your life too. Don't do that. I, for example, sometimes lied on a very small scale trying to make her a bit happier. No lie. Yeah, I think they're called like white lies. Like, trying to think of an example. Things that basically won't affect things on like a grand scale. I don't know, whatever. You don't like the color makeup she put on, but you'll be like, "Oh yeah, it looks good." That's whatever. That's a whatever lie. Because what's the point in being like, "Oh, I don't like that color," and then she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'll just go wipe my face off now. It's fine, thanks."
You know, like his friends are your friends. You even love his family more than yours. And I know that a lot of you have a toxic environment back home, you know, where you grew up, but always have friends or other connections with other people that are not related to him. Yeah. Number 9, avoid uncomfortable intimacy. Yeah. You know, it's really sad to see how some men guilt trip women into doing sexual activities that you're not comfortable with. It's like they use all this
100% agree.
Manipulated tactics to make you feel bad if you don't go along with all of his experiments. They will say things that make you feel like you're not a good partner if you don't do what they want in bed. Or they will downplay your feelings and make you doubt yourself and believe that you're overreacting. And sometimes, ladies, you know, it's not that these guys are necessarily evil, right? Like I always explain this in all of my videos.
Yeah, no, oh my god, oh man, what's the friggin' line they throw around? They're like, well, it's my wife, she's obligated. No. Does this stress make my butt look fat? No. Exactly, Shadow, another white lie. Yeah, no. This is the bleh. And oh man, the most common part that I hear is when like a woman has just given birth and the man's like, oh my god, like I'm like so horny and she won't do anything. Like, bro, she just pushed a baby out and the doctor literally tells you that you can't do the do for however long. I don't remember how long. But yeah, I don't care if you're married or anything, you're never obligated to do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Even if you don't want them to even if you're having like a bad day and you don't want to be kissed. Just nope. Not in the mood right now. Maybe tomorrow.
It's almost a societal problem where these dudes, you know, grew up watching a lot of porn and they have all these stereotypes that they believe what women are supposed to behave in intimacy, and that it's your duty to please all of his desires no matter how uncomfortable that makes you feel. All right, ladies, that's it for today's 9 things that a woman should never do for a man. And you know what? I'll give you a quick extra one, okay? Never send him naked selfies. And this just came to mind because I was reading the comments last week in one of the videos, and the way that technology is nowadays, like, you don't really...
You know what, actually? Yeah. I can get behind this. I'm gonna have to tell Jello. I'm gonna have to tell Jello. No more. No more. You never know. You could use them. You could use them against me. Yep, corn. Big problem and needs better regulation. I agree, Slasher. I agree. My partner isn't comfy. I can't be, honestly. Yeah, like, really, really, Dread, you would think if you love someone and you want to do something, but then you see that they're uncomfortable, how the hell could you force them to still do it? Like, I would just immediately be like, oh, okay, well, nope. I don't want to do it anymore either. Wait, you're on the wrong account. Also, no more naked pics. Jello. That's it. They're over. If they're not comfy, I can't be comfy. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like, I don't know how anyone who loves someone can be like, oh, I want to do this thing, and then they're like, no, that makes me like really uncomfortable, or like you can visibly see that they're uncomfortable. Like, no. I would like if I seen Jello uncomfortable, I would just be like, oh, okay, well, nope. I am also now not comfortable, so this is not happening. If you love someone, you're not gonna force them to do something that they won't be comfortable with.